Yo, what's up, guys? Seasonal Talk Sam here to bring guys my episode 4 review of ZETMAN. And before I get into the review, I actually want to bring up something that I brought up in my episode 3 review last week, and that was the whole why is ZETMAN only going to be 13 episodes. And I saw one comment in particular by the username of Conan. I'm sorry, I apologize in advance if I'm mispronouncing your username, but and the comment went along the lines of apparently they're putting in 8 to possibly even 20 chapters into each episode. And I actually did check to see for myself if that actually was true. And I was just completely shocked. Like literally, apparently the first episode pretty much covered the first fucking volume of the manga. I'm like, what in the what? Why? I'm like, why? I don't even why. Just like anyway, but yeah, so that just pretty much kind of just scared, not really scared me, just shocked the living hell out of me. Because I'm like, I'm not used to watching anime that covered that much manga material, like seriously. But yeah, and I also saw another comment saying, and it was pretty, and he or she was basing it off the ZETMAN, the trailer, and he was like, judging by the trailer, it seems like the anime might go up to chapter 110, I believe, of the manga. So, um, yeah. So I pretty much got my answer as to why this is only gonna be 13 episodes. Mainly because they're speeding through the manga chapters like it's fucking like 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 I don't even know. But yeah. So yeah, I just pretty much wanted to I guess bring that up before I get into the review. So I wouldn't have to really talk about it after the video, after the synopsis and my thoughts on it. So yeah, on to the review. Um, so yeah, we pretty much go into another time skip, which I believe this is going to be the last, because because if you look at the opening and endings, it pretty much shows Jin and Koga the way they are in the opening and ending. So, but anyway, um, and Jin, it's been 2 years since Jin joined up with Amagi, and yeah, and then Jin meets up with Konoha and their mom yet again. Jin and I mean just Konoha and their mom giving out food to the homeless, even though apparently um, the father pretty much um, disobeyed them from actually kept from pretty much telling them to stop giving food to the homeless, which I'm like, why? But anyway, so yeah, and then Konoha and Jin meet up, and then Jin was like, don't ever come here ever again, and obviously, and it's pretty much and it's obviously, and we already know as to why he would say that because it's pretty much the same reason as to why he didn't go back with the Kemi. But yeah, so and then we see these three thugs, and then one of them was pretty much dissolving this guy, and he pretty much turned into sand. And then this girl saw them doing it, and then one of them tried to chase after the chick, and then the chick lost him. And then later on, when Jin goes home, he finds the girl inside his house, and I'm like, and I found that pretty funny because he just literally Jin was like, "What the fuck?" Literally just stopped, kicked her in the butt, and he was like, "Ah!" And then she was like, "Is this your home?" And he's like, "Yeah, get out." I'm like, "Yeah." And then and she was like, I was like, "Oh fuck no, I'm not going back out there." There was these guys that pretty much dissolved this guy, and Jin was like all surprised and stuff. And then they had dinner, and it was it was pretty much like hilarious, kind of hilarious, because the girl was like, "Why aren't you talking to me?" And she was like, "No," she was like, "Why are you ignoring me?" And she's like, "You pretty much ignored me when I told you to get out of my house." So I'm like, and it just became silent after that. And then Jin decided to go after the guys that chick described, and then he was like, "You know what? Stay in here. Don't even fucking get out of the house," which she obviously did, and she actually went back to go get her bag that she left, which I'm like, are you fucking retarded? But and then when she got her bag, um, yeah, when she got her bag, the three guys were there waiting for her, and they pretty much dumped her. Which I'm like, which I'm like, that was pretty much a retarded part. That was pretty much retarded on her part because I'm like, because like, why would you do that? Especially, but anyway, yeah. And then Jin eventually finds them and pretty much pretty much reveals that those guys are players, and then one of them just completely snaps and he's like, "Did you say player? Did you say player?" And then he transforms and he transforms into this like crab. What? Yeah, pretty much a crab player. I'm just gonna call him that. And tries to take out Jin because he was like, "Oh man, now you know who we are. I can't allow you to live." And then those two guys who were spying on Jin pretty much catch wind of this, and then um, yeah, and they pretty much see whether or not Jin will actually fully transform into ZET. And Jin is pretty much getting his ass whooped by the crab player, and then he eats then he chews that special gum, and he eventually transformed into ZET. Only this time he's completely white. It wasn't like last episode where he was blue and white, but he was just completely white, and he just completely destroyed. He pretty much, well, he didn't destroy the crab player, but he pretty much beat him up pretty good. But only to our dismay, we found out that he pretty much had the ability to jump, thought was able to jump around like from shell to shell. So pretty much Jin didn't finish him off, which is why he was deteriorating because he hadn't finished the player off. And and then eventually that guy from episode 1, the mysterious white robed guy, finished off the player, and that stopped Jin's deterioration. And then at the end of the episode, the same guy in the white robe pretty much came up behind Jin's back and just stabbed him, and then we see this blue light, and then apparently he's referred to as the sweeper. And that's how the episode ends off. So yeah, this episode, in my opinion, was okay. Wasn't as, I mean, I wouldn't say it was bad, but it was all right. I mean, it wasn't to me personally, it wasn't as good as the first 3 episodes, but still it was okay episode. Um, um, Crap. I really wonder what's going to happen with that chick. Is she going to leave eventually, or is she possibly going to stay with Jin or something? Because those guys just completely knocked her out cold. Um, so yeah, really wondering what's going to happen next. I know Jin's probably not going to die because I mean, but still, I do wonder what's going to happen now that that guy just fucking came out of nowhere behind his back and stabbed him. I know he's not going to die, obviously, because he's the main fucking character. But is he what? He's going to explode or something, or he's going to take away his powers, or I don't fucking know. So anyway, what do you guys think about this episode, or what else, or what are you going to think, or what do you guys think that's, God damn it, I can't speak. What do you think is going to happen in the next episode? And yeah, what do you think is going to become of Jin because of he got stabbed in the back? So I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Is he gonna just pretty much just obliterate at like, I don't know. Anyway, leaving comments below regarding the episode. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Seasonal Talk Sam, and I'll catch you guys next week with my episode 5 review. So take it easy.